Chapter 7. Whispers of Discord. The morning on New Dawn broke with an urgency that seemed to permeate the very air, the sun of Proxima Centauri casting long, ominous shadows over the colony. Elias Chen, now a figure of respect and burgeoning leadership, had been tasked by Commander Alara Vance with a critical role: to assist where needed, and to keep a pulse on the colony's morale and concerns amid the recent unsettling events. Elias, his features sharp with the weight of responsibility, moved through the camp, his steps purposeful, yet weighed down by the gravity of his task. His first stop was at the hydroponic farm, where Luna Martinez was working with a small group. The once vibrant space was now tinged with tension, the plants seeming to reflect the colony's unease as they bent under the weight of their own growth.
Luna, how are things here?
Elias asked, his voice calm but his eyes scanning for signs of distress. Luna, her hands covered in soil, looked up, her usual enthusiasm dimmed.
We're managing, but the plants, they've been behaving strangely since Nia's incident. Some are wilting, others growing too fast. It's like the planet itself is reacting to our fears.
Her voice was a whisper, as if afraid to provoke whatever force was at play. Elias nodded, noting the concern.
Keep an eye on them. Let me know if anything changes.
He moved on, his mind already calculating how to report this to Vance. Next, he visited Mira Chen at the engineering station, where the hum of machinery usually brought a sense of progress. Now the sounds were discordant, machines stuttering, as if in protest to the colony's discord.
Mira, any issues with the equipment?
He inquired, his tone professional, masking his growing concern. Mira, her red hair tied back tightly, looked up from a console, her eyes shadowed with worry.
We've had power fluctuations, Elias. It's not just the machines. It's like the ground itself is unstable. And after what happened with Jonathan, I can't shake this feeling we're not alone.
Elias offered a reassuring hand on her shoulder.
Stay vigilant. We'll figure this out.
His words were meant to comfort, but he felt the weight of his promise like a physical burden. As he continued his rounds, the whispers followed him. But before heading to the medical tent, Elias decided to check in at the kitchen, where Akari Sato, a 20-year-old Japanese singer, was helping to prepare the day's meals. Her presence had always been a source of light in the colony, her songs lifting spirits during the long, dark nights. However, as Elias entered, he saw Akari drop her tray, the clatter echoing in the tense silence. She looked up at him, tears streaming down her face.
Elias-san, I was so hopeful about this new beginning, but now I'm so scared.
She confessed, her voice trembling. Elias approached her, offering a comforting smile.
Akari, perhaps you need something to take your mind off this. We all do. Why don't you sing for us tonight during supper? It might help everyone feel a bit better.
Akari wiped her tears, nodding slowly.
Hi, I can do that. Maybe my music can bring some comfort.
Elias felt a small relief at the prospect.
Good. It'll be something to look forward to.
He then continued to the medical tent, where the staff were overwhelmed, dealing with a sudden uptick in psychological complaints. But Elias's thoughts were with Nia Patel, who was still aboard the Pioneer's Dream in the medical bay with Commander Alara Vance and Dr. Samuel Lee. Later, finding a quiet moment, Elias used the telecom to connect with Vance on the Pioneer's Dream. The screen flickered to life, showing Vance in the medical bay, her expression one of grave concern, with Nia resting behind her, sedated but visibly troubled even in sleep.
Commander, it's more than we thought.
Elias began, his voice steady, but the urgency clear.
Luna's plants are reacting to something unseen. Mira's reporting equipment malfunctions possibly tied to the planet itself. Back here, there's a rise in psychological issues. People are seeing things, feeling watched. It's like this planet is playing with our minds, our fears.
Vance listened, her eyes narrowing with each detail. She glanced briefly at Nia before turning back to the screen.
And the morale?
Shaken.
Elias admitted.
There's fear, Commander. People are seeing things, feeling watched. Naya's warning. It's on everyone's mind.
Ilara's face was a mask of contemplation.
We need to keep this under control, Elias. I want you to continue these checks, but also start organizing small groups. We need to find a way to reassure everyone, maybe even use these phenomena to our advantage. Monitor any new developments closely. I'll keep an eye on Nia here. She might hold more answers than we realize.
Elias nodded, his resolve strengthening.
I'll do that. But we need to act quickly. This isn't just about keeping morale. It's about understanding what this place is doing to us.
The conversation ended, but the weight of his findings hung in the air. Elias returned to the camp, his mind racing with plans to stabilize the colony. He started by forming a group to discuss the phenomena, inviting those who had experienced visions or anomalies to share, hoping to find a pattern or at least a sense of community in their shared experiences. As night fell, the stars of Proxima Centauri offered little comfort, each one a reminder of how vast and unknown their new home was. Elias moved among the colonists, a beacon of calm in the brewing storm. But his mind was anything but calm as he thought about the threat they were facing. At supper, Akari took the stage, her voice a melody of hope in the night, soothing the frayed nerves of New Dawn's inhabitants.
Touchdown on Proxima B. Red dust kissed our feet. No gardens bloom here yet, but this home feels so sweet. After 27 years we found a place in this arid land we embrace. It's not much, but it's ours to see. Thankful hearts on Proxima B. Stars above an endless spark wanders in the dark. No flowers, but we got time to grow hope like sacred rhyme. After 27 years we found a place in this arid land we embrace. It's not much, but it's ours to see. Thankful hearts on Proxima B. Stars above an endless spark wanders in the dark. No flowers, but we got time to grow hope like sacred rhyme. After 27 years we found a place in this arid land we embrace. It's not much, but it's ours to see. Thankful hearts on